I'm Associate Pastor Benji Laland of the City on a Hill Church. Good things versus God things. Psalm 143 verse 10 says, "Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Your spirit is good. Lead me in the land of uprightness." Now, what does that have to do with the topic that I gave you, good things versus God things? Well, anyone can see or do good things, but learning to do the will of the Lord leads us to doing the God things, the things that He wants us to do in our daily lives to serve Him. Now, why does that matter? Well, God things are eternal, fulfilling, and strengthening in our relationship with Him. Good things, although may seem good, they can veer off into any direction at any time. Uncertainty, disaster, destruction, maybe another good thing here and there, but we have no idea. And number two, we don't want the good things to get in the way of the God things. Now, good things versus God things covers multiple areas, but there are two in particular that I want to focus on. The first area is the things that you see. Now, anyone can look at something like an object or a situation or an opportunity and say that it's a good thing. But there is a God thing element to every good thing. It takes recognizing and obeying the will of God to decipher whether something that we see that is good is also God's will for us or just another good thing. I'm going to use a story about my grandfather for an example. When he was living in California before he moved over to the state of Georgia, he was working as a teacher. And there was a time where he was up for a massive promotion. And after talking with the superintendent, he was convinced that he had the job in the bag. He was excited about it. He saw it as a really good thing, a really good opportunity. And then the next day came around and he found out he did not get the promotion. He was discouraged, but after seeking guidance from his prophet, he was convinced that God was leading him in another direction. He ended up moving all the way to the state of Georgia and completely prospering as a minister and building this ministry from the ground up that we're still benefiting from today. He thought he had a good thing and an opportunity to get a promotion in his teaching job, but instead God led him over here to do even greater things. Now, the second area that I want to focus on is the things that you do. Things that help other people, like feeding the poor, those are good things, and I will never discourage anybody from that. Those are absolutely good things. But like I said about the other, anybody can do good things. Anybody can help other people. But the will of the Lord helps us recognize that doing things like giving to God, taking steps of faith, searching for ways to worship and revere Him, searching for opportunities to serve Him at church and things like that, those are God things. And it takes the will of the Lord to recognize that. And the reason that I'm saying that is that you do not want doing a good thing to become an excuse for pushing the God things aside and making them secondary. And what I mean by that is, for example, somebody may do a good thing to help somebody else, and then they may say to themselves, they may not say it out loud, but they may say something along the lines of, God sees what I just did. I should be good. I can use the rest of the day just to focus on myself. You don't want to let God become secondary to just doing a good thing. Like I said, doing a good thing for somebody is good, it's helpful, but we always want to make sure that God is prioritized and He still comes first. And that's where the God things come into play. The will of the Lord not only helps us tell the difference between the good things and the God things, but also makes us feel complete in striving to do God things. Good things can be uncertain, but God things are eternally fulfilling. God bless you.